So here I'm going to be talking about what I've learnt from my audience feedback. This is regarding the trailer. So this here is, we originally created a trailer which was supposed to be our final project, and we sent it off to our teacher and asked for some audience feedback, and he sent us back this. We realised that it wasn't it didn't really suit the film noir genre, so we made a completely new different trailer, but we took a lot of feedback that he gave us in this and put it into our new trailer.
Last 2 minutes. Right, the first thing is, that's a bit of an odd shot, the very first shot of Adam about to shoot Ben. If I were you, I would just start with the pathé. It's too confusing.
Although he said start with the pathé shot, we decided to just start our trailer with this opening shot. We just wanted to start with a shot to get the audience straight into the narrative.
I love this shot. I think the lighting's really good. I think the wheel looks great. That we're in a car, and I think that works really well.
We kept this shot in our trailer, as you can see somewhere around here.
I told you!
So we kept it, but we just cut it to make it a bit of a faster pace for a trailer, as this was quite a long shot.
But we really need something telling us something about the plot. So it could be a bit of dialogue from the movie that you've decided to extract. Now,
we took that on board, and we used dialogue. We used a lot of dialogue to explain the narrative, and this was the main key piece of dialogue explaining the whole femme fatale's plot.
The only way I can be with you is if you kill him. You won't let me leave him. If you want to be with me, you do it. You need to shoot him and take his body to an unknown place. He will be at Gin and Dry at midnight tonight. The police won't be about, so you'll be safe. Do it for me.
We also used other bits of dialogue throughout the trailer, but that was the key bit, just to explain the femme fatale's plan.
I get that Emily here is a femme fatale, okay? But you've got to use far more atmospheric lighting in order to give off or to communicate some of that mystery about the femme fatale.
We took this on board. We agreed it was way too light. Film noir isn't usually this light, so we took on board atmospheric lighting. For example, here we used atmospheric lighting in other shots as well, such as here. Here. And many more, such as here.
It's all been set up. He's completely...
So we really took that on board and made sure that we had atmospheric lighting in every shot that was used with the femme fatale, and pretty much every shot throughout the trailer anyway.
Shooting in front of a window, right, is usually an enormous great no-no to begin with, and also it looks like she's getting ready. The sense in which she is manipulative or some sense of a threat just doesn't come off from the mise-en-scène of this, okay?
Yeah, we took this on board as well, and to make use of the mise-en-scène and to make her look like a threat in this shot especially, we made her wear very dark lipstick, made her eyes very red, made her wear black to connote that she was a threat.
The nice shower gels and on the side of the bath, it's just not the image of a calculating, scheming murderess. So these houses, great. Okay, these houses look 100 times more noirish if it's night or if it's dusk. Okay, it, we're not grounded in a place or a time or a kind of a situation.
Unfortunately, we couldn't use a shot of those houses in our trailer as the lighting around that housing area was really, really poor, so we couldn't film it in the dark as all the shots just went really, really grainy, so unfortunately we couldn't use those in our trailer.
So we get all this stuff, right, that he's proposed, she's getting married, but there's nothing about this character. You know, is he a good guy, is he a bad guy, is he a chump, is he, he's going to be the fool guy, I think, in this, but that's not clear at all. Right?
Yeah, we took that on board. It wasn't very clear who Ben was, and we wanted to make sure that people knew he wasn't a good guy, so we showed a shot here of Emily being fed up of the relationship, suggesting that he wasn't treating her very well. And also another shot here where he's doing drugs to show he's not a great guy.
It's over.
Don't you dare leave me!
And showing that shot's showing that Emily wanted to leave him, but he wouldn't let her, and he was very aggressive. And we wanted to portray this to the audience and make sure that they knew he was a bad guy, so they could link it all to the narrative and understand the narrative a lot better.
And again, we're cutting to all of this footage of Brighton in the daytime. It's not noiry.
Yeah, I completely agreed with that. So we only use shots of the city at night, such as here. Here. And shots like this, all at night. We made sure that we didn't really have any light shots, as it really didn't go with the film noir genre.
It's not seedy. It's just they just look like establishing shots. Right? There's no, I suppose, real attempt to think carefully about what you want to communicate in the cinematography and the mise en scène. Okay, so those two meet. They bump into each other, but as an audience, we haven't a clue who they are. We don't know who Adam is necessarily. We don't know why they bump into each other. We're quite a long way away from them. Here again, I mean, this looks like it was shot all in the same location. This time of driving around sort of East Brighton in the dusk. You know, it's a nice shot. But what's it telling us? Who's in it? I'm afraid these titles are just not the titles that you get in a trailer. 3 names, they're meant to be the stars. It's just not conventional.
We completely agreed with this. We took away those titles full stop, but we also didn't bother including the 3 names, as that wasn't very conventional. So we changed our titles to these instead, which we thought worked a lot better and were a lot more conventional. And they worked a lot better and looked a lot nicer.
Right, so if we've got this shot, then we need some action to be happening around there. Okay, otherwise it's a bit like a travel documentary about Brighton. You know, is the big wheel, is this important to the narrative, or is there a key scene that happens around here?
We took this on board as it did just look like a random shot and it didn't really have any narrative to it. So we had that towards the beginning, and then later on we had many shots near it, like connecting lots of shots to it. So we had another shot of it here.
I told you!
And then we had a few more towards the end. For example, here where the husband is waiting, suggesting that he's in danger, and this linking the bright eye to the danger, so the audience can now link the bright eye to the narrative and work out that this is where the husband is going to be killed. And also that Adam was there, and that this is where the drama is going to happen, where the violence is going to happen. So we really took that on board.
Right, so she's now in bed, but not with Ben, who she got married to. Okay. She's now with Ben. So that bit doesn't make sense. Again, the mise en scène here. We go back. Okay. So that looks like a loving kind of pose. Okay. In a nice white bed. It's an image of romance. That's what's meant to be connoted. That's fine. But actually, if Adam is the bad guy here, I can't quite work it out. But if he's meant to be the bad guy, then it needs to have a different mise en scène.
So we realised we obviously didn't make this clear enough that Emily was having an affair with Adam and what was going on, so we used a lot more dialogue, such as this scene, to show that Emily was unhappy in the relationship and this was what was going to lead her to cheat.
You don't give me any attention anymore!
And then linking her straight away to Adam, and then scenes like this.
It's over between us.
Don't you dare leave me!
Showing that she was almost trapped in her relationship, and that is what led her to cheat with Adam.